Namaskar. Welcome to Ahara Arogya Adhyatma, the light of Samskara. Today we have Dr. Rajalakshmi R. She is the very popular obstetrician and gynecologist in Udupi, and she is the president of IMA Udupi and Karavali, and present president of Manipal Gynecobi Society. More than that, she is a writer, a prolific writer, and she has written Vatsalya the Osage, which deals with all A to Z, all the problems of a woman, right from menarche to the menopause. More than that, she goes to the colleges and the schools to bring awareness about to the children. And today she's going to talk to us about the contraception because already today happens to be the World Population Day, and population increases with the increased deliveries also. So let us know from her what are the methods of contraception and how they must be used by the people. Please, Rajlakshmi, please tell us.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this kind introduction. So, yes, contraception is the need, though we are seeing more often infertility these days. But at the one end, we are also seeing increased population in India. We have already crossed 1.3 billion. So, contraception is countering the conception. So, there are many methods. Since for conception, male and female both are needed. So contraception is also there
Yes.
for men and women. There are some temporary methods and then some permanent methods. So different methods, there are different benefits and they work in a different way.
Different way, yes.
Yes. So first we'll be talking about oral contraceptive pills, which are more commonly used oral pills. Maladi, Malayan have been there since ages now, since we were students.
Many decades, yes.
Decades. But there is lot of changes in those contraceptive pills. The amount of these contain estrogen and progesterone. The content is also changed. There are new fourth generation estrogen and progesterone in the present day pills, and the amount quantity is also less. So the side effects are less. Usually people used to complain on
they used
headaches,
to have headache,
migraine,
migraine, vomiting, nausea,
gastritis.
because
Yes.
so much of a side effect was there in the past because the dose used to be very high and the people used to be allergic to progesterone. Yes.
Progesterone.
Yes.
Estrogen also.
Estrogen
So
also.
present day the content, the amount of estrogen is less and newer estrogen molecules, so the side effects are less.
Yeah.
So how do people have to take it? They have to take it from the fifth day of their period. When they start bleeding, that is the first day. From fifth day onwards, they have to take for 21 days. Once they finish that one pack, they will start bleeding again. Again on the fifth day, they have to restart.
Okay.
So this is the normal contraceptive pills which I use.
But suppose they forget to take 1 day or 2 days, what to do then?
Okay, if they have forgotten tonight, tomorrow morning when they are taking, they have to take 2 tablets. They forget that also. So tomorrow night they have to take 2. Okay. If they forget more than 2 days, they have to use some other contraceptive methods because
like
this method
or
will
something.
not work.
Yes.
Because the method, how it works is it prevents ovulation. To prevent ovulation, certain amount of hormone has to be there. Then only that we can block the ovulation.
Okay.
So if we have breached that, they might bleed in between also and it will not work as a contraceptive.
Okay.
So, and one more thing I would like to stress, it is not that they have to take it only if they take only when the day they have had intercourse, this will not work. Since it has to prevent ovulation, throughout the cycle they have to take. They can take
up to 21 days they have to take.
They have to take. The present the one contraceptive pills can be used for 2 years also without any side effects. They won't gain weight.
There was saying that if they take the oral contraceptives, the obesity will be there and they can develop a heart attack or heart diseases in the future. This is how they used to tell. Hormones are meant for protection, but how come that sort of myths were spread?
No. Previously, what the pills used to contain excessive estrogen and progesterones, and that used to put on weight. They used to put on weight, and this estrogen progesterone are thromogenic. If it is given in a higher dosage. So they
Okay.
can form clots, and
Mm.
there can be DVT, deep vein thrombosis, and that can
Okay.
cause some heart
Yeah.
problem.
But that is
Otherwise,
the old one.
actually,
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
Mm.
old ones, not the
Mm.
present ones, the
Okay.
older ones, that one
Mm.
with the higher dose of hormones.
Mm.
Present ones, no, I don't think so. Actually, we are
Okay.
giving them for cardiac protection even after they attain menopause now. In
Yeah.
menopausal
Like
hormone therapy,
hormonal therapy, no? Like
yeah, we are
hormonal
giving
therapy. Yeah.
estrogen for cardiac protection, so they
Okay.
won't cause.
Mm.
So there is one more type of pill now. I told the hormone amount is reduced, and the newer generation molecules are there. There's something called progestin only pills, which contains
Okay.
only progesterone.
Mm.
So when we can't use estrogen, we can use this. That is mainly when they are breastfeeding, maybe
Okay.
after 3 to 4 months of delivery.
Okay.
Though we say lactational amenorrhea, when they're feeding, they won't get pregnant, but there can be sporadic ovulation, so they can get pregnant even without
After
getting
3
periods.
months. Okay.
Yeah, so we usually advocate this progestin only pills, and
Mm.
there they come in 24 to 28 tablets.
Okay.
So one strip they have to finish, they get their periods, again on the 5th day they have to restart.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That is
Yeah.
soon after the delivery. The progesterone
Delivery.
only thing.
Yes.
Okay. The
And
advantage
they
is,
have
I mean, it has no effect on the baby.
no, it doesn't have any effect on the breastfeeding or the breast milk or the baby.
Baby. Okay.
Actually, it has other benefits other than the side effects. It can prevent excessive blood loss. So if you are
Okay.
having anemia will be corrected. And it
Mhm.
also regularizes the menstrual cycle. So if
Menstrual
they are having
cycle.
irregular periods, the cycle gets regulated with these pills.
Okay.
Yes.
So along with contraception, it is also beneficial to the woman. Okay.
Oh my,
Okay.
yes.
So what are the other methods?
Yes, next method is the intrauterine devices, where we insert a device into the uterus. There
Hmm.
are two types again. One is the copper containing devices, which have been there since many decades.
Hmm.
And recently, after now recently, the present decade has one more hormone loaded contraception. So it
Okay.
all started with Lippis loop. It was a S-shaped loop which we used to insert into the uterus on the 4th or 5th day of periods. And the presently we have copper T, where the
It looks
shape
like a
is in
T.
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 That's why
Okay.
it's called copper T, and copper is impregnated in that. Based on the amount of copper which is there, it can be 250, 370, or 370A. 370A also has little bit of silver in that.
Silver. Okay.
So this 250 copper T will
And this copper and silver, they are inert material. They don't cause any
they won't cause.
allergy or harm.
How do they act? They act like there are some foreign bodies there inside the uterus. So they make the uterine inner cavity unsuitable for pregnancy nidation. So they expel the product. That is how they act.
Okay.
And this can be used for 3 years. If you put a copper T 250, it will be for 3 years. Copper T 375 will be for 5 years. The next one will be for 7 to 10 years. It doesn't mean that you have
change their mind and they want to conceive. Just pull the thread and be done with
thread
that.
out and it'll be
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. And nowadays we have one more, because people don't come back for contraception time.
Yes.
Sometimes they come with pregnancy again and asking for abortion.
Yeah,
so
in
we
the
have this
long back, I had seen the baby being born with the copper T.
copper T,
So yeah,
yes.
that was in
Yes,
the past, but probably now
Past.
it has come down.
No,
Okay.
ma'am, it won't happen now. We have another thing. It's actually all these family planning plans are national programs. So they are available free of cost in all government hospitals, PHCs, and CHCs. So we have another one which is called PPIUCD, that is postpartum IUCD. So if they have undergone cesarean, before closing the uterus, we keep the copper T inside. That is called postpartum.
So instead of vagina, you are implanting for this thing, like how we put the
from
pacemaker or something like that.
we put it from inside only, and then we adjust it. After 6 weeks, we call back so that it is to check its position, and the thread will be long. We have to cut the thread. So this is also a national program, postpartum IUCD insertion.
Okay, but the thread will be in the vagina.
Yes, it will be in the vagina. We have to put it inside through cervical os.
Okay. Okay.
So we have to cut the thread.
Okay.
Okay. And the hormonal one, what I said is levonorgestrel hormone will be there, which will be releasing everyday progesterone in the endometrium. So it will also cause decreased bleeding. Commonly we call it as Mirena. There is Emily. There are many brands are there. So what is there is progesterone is there. Once you insert, it will be there for 7 years.
So here,
this also
instead of taking orally, which has
Yes.
to be a higher dose, there is a small amount
Smaller
of progesterone
dose.
being released
Nanograms.
constantly. Yeah, nanograms.
Yes.
Constantly in the endometrium.
Uterus.
So
Yes.
yeah, the
So, but
side
this is
effects of
slightly
progesterone
costly.
will not be there. Okay.
Yeah,
What
it
is
is
the
costly.
cost?
It's not around 4 to 4,500, depending on the brand.
4,500 for 7 years is fine,
Yeah.
because
Yes, ma'am.
becoming pregnant and then they're trying to get rid of that and then having tension, all those things are not there. I think that's worth
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So this is another method. Now people have misconception that they bleed extra if you have copper T. Yeah, some certain people do bleed extra. That is because of mild infection if they have not maintained their personal hygiene or the menstrual hygiene. And some people think that if you put copper T, they become fat. No, there is no direct relationship. Maybe they are very happy that they don't have to take pills and they can't get pregnant.
Maybe that they don't have the burden of taking care of the baby. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they put on weight. Otherwise, copper T will not put on weight. So
now, I have one more question. Now they don't want to take orally. They don't want the copper tea. What is the solution? What about the condom? That most of the people use the condom. What about that?
Yeah, that's the male part, ma'am. It needs the permission. It needs the more than permission, their mindset and their inclination towards contraception. Usually in India, the thinking is that childbearing and contraception is only for ladies. So we need to change this mindset. Yeah,
and more than that, if the men use the condoms, they must remember that they're getting sexually transmitted diseases like HIV and venereal diseases, gonorrhea, and syphilis. All can be prevented.
That's the added benefit, and 100% protection gives. It's a cost-effective one. It doesn't cost much. But only thing is, if it tears, there is a little bit chance of the lady getting pregnant. Otherwise, it's the best method.
Extremely rare.
Yeah, extremely rare. Yes. We do have female condoms also these days. Female condom and sponges with spermicidal jellies. That also can be used. We call it as barrier method. That also can be used.
Okay. Is it like the menstrual cup or different?
It's a diaphragm shape. It will be circular shaped. And it will fit into the cervix. So cervix comes like this. This will fit like that.
Okay.
So it will be like that.
So it is like protecting the cervix.
Cervix. So that it
like sealing like a lid of the
seals
bottle.
The cervix. Yes.
Seal the, okay.
Yeah. The cup will be like this, no? It will be including collecting the blood. So it will engulf the cervix. So this will cover only the bottom of the cervix. It will
like
cover.
a membrane and preventing the diaphragm.
Membrane. Preventing the entry of sperms.
Okay.
So these are the various methods.
And what are the types in that? Because the men should not feel that something is hitting or hard.
No,
they have the
it won't. It is very smooth and sometimes very thin layer will be there. Only thing is if the lady is very used, I have seen many ladies using it because it has to be used only when you are having intercourse. It is not that every day you have to take a tablet. Every day that copper T has to be inside your vagina.
Has to be thrown. Wow. Only once.
Only single use. Only single use. After it has to be put in before 20 minutes of the intercourse. After the intercourse, it has to be removed.
Because the menstrual cup, that can be reused. But here it cannot be used.
No condom. Male or female, it can't be reused.
Cannot be reused.
It has to be discarded. Yes.
Okay. Now, finally, thank you very much for explaining so nicely and so clearly, very candid description of contraception. And probably we'll discuss many more things in the next episode. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.